Wake up, gamers, because you're listening to the Big Think Dimension with Dan and Bob Video Games. So it's an emote, and it's Banny in a Bane mask.
Please stop.
KZ Excellent.
I'm optimistic about things.
And Mr. Feel.
So are you telling me cigars aren't shoes?
Here on GigaBoots.
Cigars aren't shoes.
Oh, Feel, you wacky guy.
Set something on fire.
Man, fucking, let me tell you, cursed content clubs after giant marathon streams where I sound like a skeleton or a zombie and the Feel's been up for almost a day straight is really good shit. You should be a patron over at patreon.com/JVPodcast. Anyways, we need to talk about what games we've been playing. Hey, Bob.
Hey.
We've been playing Returnal. Did you play anything else?
I've got to play a little bit of Genshin and was just still in awe of how amazing those load times are now.
Yeah, that's
I also checked out Genshin because they added Animal Crossing to it.
Animal Crossing? I didn't even notice that part. I noticed the part where I had missions to do where I went and like took out camps with buffed enemies and I had to go break something to stop the buff, and I was like, this is cool. I like this.
Yeah, that's the current like event, but they also patched in a thing where you do a quest line. You might have to have beaten like the story up until this point to be able to do it. But you do the quest line and you just get an Animal Crossing island with a house on it.
Whoa, that's great.
Ooh.
And you can and it has a lot of mobile elements, but there's no way to spend money, thank God. It's like, yeah, go smack the trees in the overworld and get wood, and you can build all this furniture if you have blueprints for it. You can build like facilities to put on your island that you can use to forge things. And if you if you earn enough of the special Animal Crossing currency, you can buy like stuff to like experience buffs for your accessories and stuff. It's pretty neat.
Sounds really cool. I should beat the story in this game at some point.
One day I'll play it on some level that wasn't just when it came out.
You should at least play it until you get to your Virgil fight, because that's pretty cool.
I got to see the next character like that leaked somewhere, and he looks really cool. So I'm like, maybe I just keep saving up money.
Oh, is it the dude with the red highlight?
I'm not sure. He has like wind powers and a katana.
Yeah, he has like he has like white hair and a red highlight. He's pretty good. He's like 2 or 3 like banners away, so you have like a month and a half.
Jeez.
Probably.
Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, that's all I played.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Okay. Cool.
I saw the buggy go off the cliff, and I was like, when's it going to make a sound when it hits the bottom?
It'll be really funny.
Yeah, we played Returnal. We have a spoiler cast coming out on that later this week, unless some form of catastrophe occurs. Please look forward to that. Just giving general impressions and not too deep here. I really love that game. Mechanically feels really solid. One of my favorite feeling third-person shooters. Really, really enjoyed my time with the game. We sat down and did that launch day live stream. So you have plenty of things to go watch where I talk about it. But really, really glad Housemarque was able to ship like a solid feeling AAA game. All 4 of us played it. If anyone else wants to say anything, feel free. Because that's literally all I played in the last week.
Yeah, I was a bit more mixed, which people have listened to my streams know. It's been a bit of a back and forth. However, to say something I didn't mention on there, I'm very happy they made this. I remember when they posted, I guess, that statement that said, we're done making interesting video games, and then announced a battle royale. So I'm very glad that they were given the opportunity to make cool games still.
They said they were done making arcade style games because everything they had done was literally trying to be an homage to arcades. But yes, it's a good thing this went well and they stopped that battle royale. The CEO even posted that thing right. I think it was the day before the day that Returnal shipped, where he was like, "Yeah, we started making battle royale because we felt like we had to." And I'm like, "God,
yeah,
yeah."
Because I remember that we're not doing any more arcade games thing. And I was like, oh, I haven't actually played any of your games, but I feel bad for that. And then when they announced that, I'm like, oh God, are they done? That sucks.
Yeah, I was really worried about them.
Yeah.
Then Sony got announced as the publisher, and I was kind of confident about it. I was like, oh, thank God it's not like Ubisoft again, this should go fine. And then we got closer to launch, and Sony wasn't doing any trailers for it, even as far as 2 months before launch. And I'm like, Sony. Oh, no, it's happening again. You will ship right in time for our fiscals. Like, uh-oh. And then they delayed it 1 month.
March is scary. Whenever you see something announced for March, you're like,
yeah, it gets.
Just think about it a little bit. It's not always doomed, but sometimes
it can be a red flag for sure. And they pushed it back a month and the game's still hot.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of rough edges here.
Yeah. Jagged, wicked edges that will maybe tear up an SSD. Who knows? I don't know.
I know.
Aggro knows.
Yep.
Oh my god. I hope Aggro's had a chance to do a run before this podcast comes out.
That would be nice if he could play the game. We're starting to consider his PS5's cursed.
Right? I wonder if he's done a full reformat and everything.
I wonder if he's done a full exorcism or just buying a new one.
Just buy a new one, Aggro.
Yeah, they're gonna make a bunch of factories to make more Sims.
Fun fact, just throwing this out there at complete random, the PS5 is the best-selling first 2 quarters for any console ever, so it can't be that much of a shortage. Just throwing that out there.
It might just be that everyone wants one.
It might just have something to do with that. Maybe.
It couldn't have a huge demand. That's impossible.
No, it's just the best-selling console for the first 2 quarters ever. Outselling the Wii by, 2 million? Yes. God. The fucking Wii.
That's insane.
The Wii's in 3rd place. 2nd place is the PS4.
The Wii's like half the price.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you believe when millennials who live with their parents get $2,000 in checks pretty much on top of a console coming out? It's in really high demand.
Yeah, it's weird in a world where we're going out and spending less money at restaurants and bars and other things.
You can't go outside.
Yeah. What a strange thing. Who could have predicted this? No one.
Not you.
Nope. I didn't literally predict this exact thing.
You never get anything right.
Nope. But anyway,
Beast from X-Men will be in Spider-Man 2.
Oh, you all look forward to that. Anyway. Everyone's like, man, Spider-Man's in the PS5 version and PS4 version of Avengers only. That's brutal. And then once the X-Men start showing up in Spider-Man, they're like, why even buy an Xbox? And people just start throwing them off cliffs.
Jesus.
Bob, I love X-Men.
Yeah.
If X-Men were console exclusive in an amazing game.
Yeah, that'd feel rough.
That would feel so rough.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
You're gonna see the fucking X-Men start popping up in fucking Spider-Man of all things.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But Avengers will still somehow be going. They're like, next character, Iron Fist.
Yeah, that seems so likely.
Spider-Man and X-Men hang out a lot.
So. Yes, exactly. We need this.
If Sony's next big Marvel game was just an X-Men game,
I would scream and cry on stream. That's what would happen.
Because those are easily the 2 best things at Marvel.
Yes.
Easily.
Yes.
In comics.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes. Yes. I'm just going to keep saying yes until they announce it.
until you get something. I can't imagine Sony budget X-Men game.
Yeah, the God of War Ragnarok was really a side project. Our next major project at Sony Santa Monica is an X-Men game.
God.
I'm just thinking of the way boxes and like bolts fly around and just imagining Magneto.
Oh shit.
And like when you see like things break in a Ratchet game.
Look, I want to see a PS5 Fidelity Sentinel.
That's fair.
Sony Bend is actually working on a Wolverine game.
He has a similar energy to Deacon Days Gone.
Yeah, he's a much more balanced person, but that yes.
He's also Star Killer though, so it's just like Star Killer with the hair.
Jesus, yep. I was hoping it'd be Bloom, but I'll take it.
Oh man, if it was Bloom, game of a generation.
Yes.
Oh man. But yeah, I'm cool with moving on to Returnal to see what KZ or talk about what KZ also played this week. But that depends on. Does anyone else want to say anything else about Returnal?
No, we got a whole podcast coming up for that. They can get
We
their
do.
full.
It might be long.
It might just be long. Okay.
Might be unhingedly long.
Yes.
Okay. Well, KZ, what have you played other than Returnal in the last week?
I played Resident Evil 7 this week in preparation for 8 coming out. By the time this comes out, it'll already be out.
Mhm.
So I wanted to finally do that because I had not played through 7. Jack Baker might be one of the funniest dudes I've ever seen in a game. That dude is nuts.
I love you being like, the virus made this man hilarious. And I'm like, oh no, he was always a joy. If you went over to his house for the big game, you would have had a great time.
Just there's a lot going on with that guy where I'm like, oh my god, this is so good.
Welcome to the family, son. But he's like giving you a Bud Light because
Yes.
and he's like face apped.
I did the intro like fight with him wrong. So I didn't get the car. So he gets in the fucking car and then he just starts doing donuts in his garage trying to kill me.
It is really
running
good.
at him, knifing him in the head. And I'm like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen in any of these games. And then you get to the part where he just busts out a scissor chainsaw thing later and he starts going groovy. And I'm like, what is going on? Why is he saying groovy?
He really likes Evil Dead.
Evil Dead is raw.
Yeah.
God.
That's why they wrote that. I'm going to guess you've never seen Evil Dead.
No. Nope.
We need to fix that.
One day. But I hit that. The other areas were fine. I didn't like
Immaculate Content Club.
God damn it.
Finally.
You're immediately followed up with the second area in that game, which is the mom with the bugs, and I thought that was like the weakest one of the family group. Just I wasn't really into that one. But I like some of the other ones. Like I liked the part where the game just became Saw.
Oh.
Saw, but it's a juggalo. Thought that was somewhat solid. Then you just start hitting the end point of that game where they're like, here's a bad section, you're doing this bad section twice.
Yeah. I mean, the Saw part also makes you do it twice, kind of.
Yeah, but I felt like that was clever in a way instead of, this is a boring section both times, which was pretty rough. I'm talking specifically about the boat section.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people were like, the mine's going to be really bad, and that was 10 minutes long. Granted, I don't know what they were thinking with the last encounter, and they're like, there are going to be 2 giant dudes in the smallest room possible.
Die.
Yeah, I didn't bring in like a certain weapon because I was like, I'll run with this instead, and they just didn't drop ammo for the one that I was using, which I did learn quirk about that game. Ammo's randomized, so it's like each retry I broke a box and it gave me a different type of ammo.
Huh.
The worst part about that game, that you start it very early on. They're like, okay, you pick up coins, you put the coins into these bird cages or whatever, and you get the thing inside them. There's a magnum if you get 9 coins. I'm like, I guess save up for that. Never found magnum ammo, so I basically shot that thing once.
Oh.
And didn't get in until right when the mine started, which meant there was 20 minutes left in the game. So,
Yeah.
I hope 8 does not do that. I would like to enjoy the magnum at all.
I feel like 8's almost certainly going to be better structured and balanced. Like 7 has some rough moments, and it was their first one on a new formula.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, janky, really janky and confusing at parts, but other stuff I think was neat. Like there's like the cool shadow puzzles where you like move the shape around to try and like match it up. I thought those were pretty good. Ethan does not emote at all except to say fuck occasionally, and I laugh.
Oh yeah, no, he's the funniest goddamn man in the room.
Yes.
Yes.
You might say he doesn't say much, but when he says something, it's impactful.
Well, see, it's all in the timing, right?
Yes.
A TV will explode in him, sending a dart into his arm. There will be 2 beats, and then he'll just go, fuck!
Yeah, that part is so good. It reminds me of one of my favorite reads from Resident Evil 2 Remake, where you get to the part where you start getting chased by the giant, like, lizard thing in the sewer, the gator or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing it for about 4 seconds, then Leon goes, holy shit!
Yeah, Leon
I
has good
fucking
things.
die.
Like when Mr. X shows up when when everything's exploding, Leon's just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Yeah, that's also that one.
Yes, that's real good.
Absolutely perfect voice direction on that. But overall, I was pretty satisfied with. I did that all in one stream, and then I did another stream for the DLC. I did the Chris one where Chris doesn't look like Chris for some reason, and the Joe Baker one. That first DLC is really rough. Like it's kind of shocking
The Chris one?
how. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Chris one, not a hero.
It's real bad, yeah.
Yeah, where I now understand why Dan warned me about it, because it's like you're gonna go into these corridors and it's like, oh, mind your oxygen, but then after 5 minutes you don't have to anymore. Here are live fucking turrets that you have to crouch under, and there's just so many layers of things that are meant to make it take longer. And the fact that enemies just don't react sometimes, so I can't really tell when I'm doing damage.
Yes.
Like, you fight the Mama Molded in that, and I spent like 20 minutes fighting it, not understanding when I'm doing damage to it.
Yeah.
Because they give you the anti-regeneration rounds, the ramrods, and I shoot one and it knocks it down. And then you run over and then you punch it, because Chris is real strong.
Yeah.
And then every other time it doesn't stagger it ever again. And I'm like, what changed? I don't understand. I finally understood, I'm just always supposed to be putting bullets in it all the time forever. Because I was also coming off Returnal, where you take out a health bar and then sometimes it's kind of invincible for a second, so you gotta kind of wait. So I was kind of being a bit reserved on there too. But that was kind of rough. Though I did have one good line when you're talking to this bad guy, the fucking Juggalo character, where Chris finally says, "If you're gonna kill me, just kill me and shut the fuck up."
Yes. This is pretty good.
Which is perfect. The second DLC, End of Zoe, I thought was pretty solid. I did enjoy just punching the hell out of everything in that. Also, it being seemingly made by the actual developers was nice instead of Hexadrive that did the first one.
Oh, is that who did the first one?
Yes.
I like most of Hexadrive's stuff, but yeah, that first one was like, we need mechanics that make going through this small area take a while and mechanically challenging.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you think you should have also made it fun?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like the game, and then you go into the actual the Joe Baker one, and it feels like an extension of the game.
Yes.
So I did enjoy that. I did really bad on the last boss just because, like, God, if you're blocking, you can't see shit.
Yep.
Accurate. Yeah.
So I just can't see any attack the enemy's doing. People are like, you can dodge that one. I'm like, I can't see that one. Also, I kind of disagree with Resident Evil 7 being a first-person shooter-style game in which you are slow, giving anyone a grapple.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't need this, but I got through it, and I enjoyed myself on these for the most part. I'm really looking forward to 8. But that's it for me, aside from that Returnal stuff. So,
Okay. Hey, Phil, what you been playing?
Nothing other than what we did a podcast about.
Oh, cool.
oh, I'm so pumped.
Wait a second. Does that mean we've hit the mythical first 20 minutes Pod Lord?
Pod Lord!
Yes, we have.
Oh, the rarest of Pod Lord.
Oh,
Jesus.
I might cry.
I think this is the first time this has happened in maybe 2 years.
Probably.
Dan,
No, it
Dan,
happened
if
most times we do
we
spoiler
can
cast.
get out of here under 2 hours, it'll be the first time that's happened in a big thing in, I think, a year.
Well, shit, motherfuckers. I guess we should talk about the Pod Lords. Pod Lords such as E. Lee Broyles,
Ooh, more cowbell.
Corey Brown, C. sitting raccoonus mess.
hebesitting.com.
Hebesitting.com.
evsitting.com.
Red Blaze 27. Tack! Tack! It's just tack.
Oh, good. It's good.
It's a really good one.
Suzu Shiro. Emperor Zero. Shibuya Gato experiencing pure joy with new Pokemon Snap. It's a new emote idea. Banny, but she's Madolce Fuel. I can't even say that. That's
That
French
one's
as
good.
shit.
It's like, yeah, it's on like a little pastry. Real
Yes.
Huh.
Real good. Lamps and video games use real electricity.
They're not NFTs.
101 Shades of Wonderful remastered. So, Bob, I have a new emote idea. It's Benny, but instead of being a cat, she's Gary Busey.
I don't like this. It's real
my
bad.
God. That's really great because you see Benny's mouth, but then has the second mouth.
Oh, that's
I appreciate
that's
I appreciate that's not a real picture of Benny.
Yeah, also.
Pretty close match. Jesus Christ, I need to stop looking at this. WTF Spider-Man. Matty Mo. Mr. I Like Him.
What?
Modern Mage. Am I leaving the safety of my house to go out and buy $5 of Butterfingers to get an ugly recolor of a Mountain Final Fantasy 14? Yes. Yes, And then it cut off.
this is fucking scary. Square Enix could be like, go buy 100 cans of spam for this thing, and people would.
They would.
The amount of people I've seen fuck it up, like hit the button to not get a receipt so they can't send it to get the mount, or I bought $4.98, not $5, they won't give it to me.
God.
So you actually need to get $5 of Butterfingers?
Yes, you have to get at least $5 worth of that chocolate.
How much? How many Butterfingers is that?
Too many. DFW3K.
You should eat another one for the podcast again. It went so well last year.
Muck Bun. Shiny Mew wishes all their fellow Podlords a very pleasant remembering to change their name and image. Kristen. Devil Summoner. Raido Kuzunoha. Versus Digital Devil Saga. Switch Edition. New. Super. We regret to inform you that Scrimbo Blimblo has been found murdered by Jazz Jackrabbit in the Florida Everglades.
Oh shit!
Jazz Jackrabbit's really bad news. He's like the QAnon guy, a platformer mascot.
That scene
Out of
from
context.
Wizards where no one noticed the Tonberry just standing there.
God.
Well, of course, Eleanor was on screen. You can't notice shit when she's around.
It was an optical illusion. Fucking, I didn't see the bear with the basketball.
Her nipples are just tonberries.
Kyle Bjork. Voltic.exe. I keep forgetting to change my name, so gonna stay normal. Thank you to the podcast, y'all. Well, you're welcome. AG's Bird Fact Time. MK animalities are Baraka as a vulture, Sonya as a hawk, and Scorpion as a penguin with explosive eggs.
Egg.
I'm glad they never put these into 11.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I do want to see the pixel art for that scorpion penguin. Like, look at that. That's hilarious.
I'm remembering Annihilation. You gotta awaken your animality. I'm gonna go leave the movie now.
Goodbye. Zilter. Can't think of a name this week. Enjoy Maisie.
Hey!
Look at that. Zip up.
Oh, hi, mate.
Hey, Maisie.
Good boy.
They repaired my OLED. It's time for Melty Blood. Chase Ray is wishing Phil a very peaceful Patreon read.
Thank you.
Finally, you get a win.
Somebody needs to. Blig the blue, schlig this poo. This is what peak performance looks like.
Yes. Oshawott rules.
Yep.
Oshawott is indeed spectacular.
Not much gaming. Got to do taxes.
Oh no.
Huh. That was easier than I expected, Bobbert. Congratulations, Bob. You now have the cursed Podlord. I am free.
Yeah.
What?
Enjoy the next 15 weeks.
That guy, Gale. Este es Miguel Dile Hola.
Hola, Miguel.
Bonjour.
A post-France world is possible. Do not give up hope.
We can do this, guys.
This is bullshit. We cannot get rid of France. First has to be the UK.
Gotta start small.
I'm glad you changed your last name, you son of a bitch!
Oh my god.
I'm glad you you remembered to change your Patreon name, you son of a Podlord!
No!
This is just Fallout New Vegas.
Oh gosh, fucking Cooper tank.
Jesus.
This is it. This is just like Face Off.
Yes! The illusion of safety. It's an Among Us character.
A moment.
Gutsman's ass. It's Gutsman's ass. God, that took it out of me. Two Podlords in a row.
The gunfight was pretty rough.
So I have an emote idea, Bob. It's Banny. But she's become one with darkness. Call her Bonitas.
That's real good.
Oh my god. This is rough.
You got the little red fucking chest.
Yes, it's good. Sorry, non-podlords, I can't give credit. Come back when you're a little, richer.
Cheer wide as it's go.
Indigo Sykes. Shh. Hashtag shout out to Chester. Taking a nap. Nap, dude. Good night, Chester. Catching up on BTD, currently on 88 out of 119. I'll get you, bitches.
Oh, gee.
Oh God, I'm sure there's something. There's at least one in there where we said one thing and then it was immediately hard the opposite. So please, please don't get shot by that.
Sony brought back the online store. Nintendo updated Mario Party. The Bell brought back potatoes. Bully corporations more. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
BN12. What? Oh, Patreon, you son of a bitch.
God damn
Fucked
it.
us again.
It's fine. It's fine. It recovered.
Okay,
It
cool.
recovered.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Sissy Hypno, but it turns you into a Final Fantasy 14 player.
Yeah, that's not even wrong, from what I know.
Gotta go to the fucking Limbs of Lamentsa and start doing erotic RPing.
If you buy $5 of Butterfinger, you get a specific dress.
And a well-dressed raccoon. Thank you very much to our podlords.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Podlord. And if you'd like to become a Podlord, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/gbpodcast. For as little as $5 a month, you get many benefits such as early access to Chugging Bleach and Mondo Cool, our 2 anime review podcasts, Cursed Content Club commentary tracks, Cursed Content by Committee, a Patreon-exclusive version of Cursed Content Club, where you vote on what we watch and also get a commentary track, and Extended Armchair Dev Pitches, where you get to hear us choose violence. That's patreon.com/gbpodcast.
Hey, their good luck worked.
It did.
Hooray!
Thumbs up.
Why won't you podlords wish him good luck more often?
The luck is like a purple chest. It doesn't fully guarantee it.
And if it's wrong, it'd be like you can't dash anymore. Like, oh,
If you say so. Okay, so we got a lot of news to cover this week, but somebody brought up something to me in a live stream we did recently, and I thought this was really, really fascinating. Sony software sells way more than I thought as an average of the total software sold on their system. So Sony's fiscals came out on the 28th of April. Did you know, and I can post the chart for this so that way you guys can visualize it, but I think this is nuts. Here we go. I crunched the numbers on what this percent is exactly. Here's the chart. Sony's own software, first-party software, accounts for 17.9% of all PlayStation games sold. That is huge.
That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking nuts. Especially when you think about, like, their platform's like the most popular gaming platform. So for them to sell nearly 18% and 17.9% is absolutely nuts. Jesus.
Yeah. All their games combined sold as much as one Animal Crossing.
Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, these aren't Nintendo numbers, but they are ludicrous.
Nintendo numbers aren't even like that. It's only Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I was going to say Animal
probably.
Crossing did like, what was it, 30 million or whatever?
Like 40, I think.
If you break these down by fiscals, it's 54 million, 49 million, and 58 million per year, those different years. So those are really great numbers. Not everyone can ship more than one Animal Crossing.
Yeah, the financials came out, and this was Nintendo's most successful year of all time.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No shit.
Beating out, I think, the DS era in 2008 or 9.
Are you telling me that Nintendo, the worldwide distributor of copium, did pretty well in 2020?
No way.
Yeah.
Shocking. Yeah, I just thought this was really interesting. Also, that news came out of like, the PS5 is the best-selling console for the first 2 quarters ever, and the highest performing for fiscal year, the first fiscal year ever. It's kind of nuts.
And PS4 game sales have now surpassed PS2.
Yes, and they're that huge of a percent of it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all from that. Let me pop over to this Big Think document. Why did someone first stick this first document under me? I assumed.
Maybe I
did you?
I entered that. I thought I entered that myself, and I thought you took it. I was like, why did Dan take that from me?
I think Casey put it there, or you're insane.
No,
I put it.
You're all insane. Let me have my.
I like the idea as no one wants to fess up to some random crime of putting things in the document.
No, I always admit it. Like, if I remember, sometimes I'm like, no, it's gone.
My major news for this week: Umbrella is confirmed as the next Skullgirls character. I win.
You win.
I win.
I'm really glad.
Look, immediately the first one.
I'm gonna face app her fucking picture right now.
Please do that.
I need to. I'm gonna make that my new profile image on PlayStation Network.
Good.
Oh my god. That'll be great when you stream Skullgirls and that's the viewer icon.
But that's she's coming out. What was it? Q4. She's coming out a while from now. I think they said in that tweet. I haven't had much time because I've been prepping for podcasts or in a podcast.
There's gonna be an alpha in 2 months.
Cool.
And then a beta, like in the Q3. They're like, this is much earlier.
Even with Annie, who's already out in the beta form and whatnot, they're still adding effects and stuff. Like I saw one of the creators like tweeting about, here's how this move looks now, and it's like they can have don't wear layers because they got to cut out like the PS3 version and stuff.
Yep.
It's like, oh, great,
awesome, thank you. We'll go to Bob's news next.
Okay, do you want me to start at a certain place?
Start at the top.
Okay. They released a new Biomutant trailer.
Oh, cool. Biomutant, that game that's an open world RPG, giant scope, very epic, creative furry game?
Yes. For some reason, this trailer really near the launch of their game, which is later this month, probably one of the last trailers you're getting, is a May the 4th trailer.
May the 4th be with you.
Where they try and make it look like Star Wars, but it just is really bad and dumb and doesn't tell you anything about the game.
May the 4th be with you.
And they call it May the 4th because it's like fur, but 4th. It's really bad.
Yeah, it was really bizarre watching this.
This trailer's really bad. I'm only just now watching it. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really bad, and it keeps being really bad. And then the ending shot is lawsuit worthy, really bad.
Yes. So that was a thing.
I'm starting to think they ripped the music from the Star Wars trailer for a second here.
It sounds pretty close. I'm still really interested in that game. We'll probably stream it.
They put up gameplay footage too to go with this trailer.
Oh,
At
that
least-
got
at least-
eclipsed
or
a
they
bit
gave
by
it
the
to-
cringe.
Yeah, we didn't even lock that because there was just so much cringe.
I'm
my
watching
God.
it now. It looks like weirdly Fortnite-esque.
Shut the fuck up. What were you gonna say, Casey?
I just saw the end of this trailer.
Yeah.
Get sued.
But yeah, very excited to check that game out later this month. I'm very hopeful. I'm not going to watch that gameplay trailer because I want to be floored on launch day.
Right, because I watched the trailers from like years ago.
Yeah,
I imagine it's
And
going
like
to
the
be
one
just
from
that.
last year.
Exactly that.
yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
Why wouldn't it be? It's just been missing for years. Let's see what else we got. They actually put a date for Wonder Boy Asha in Monster World.
Okay.
It's going to come out in later this month, May 28th. Physically for $40, digitally for $35 on the PS4, which seems a bit high for this.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the game I think we mostly agreed, or at least I said, looked really rough.
Yeah, and it still looks a little rough.
Yeah, it looks like a PS3 Gen 3D game at a higher resolution, where it's trying to be a 2D retro send back.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a lot of money for that.
Yeah, it is a lot. It also comes to PC on June 29th, so about a month delay there.
Oh man, I wanted to play this.
Yeah, I might still get it because I want to. Like, I'm the one who is most positive about the look of it.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it looks great, but I think it looks interesting, and they seem to be making it look better each time we see it.
Mm-hmm.
But
We hit the title screen and starts playing Blade Kitten music.
Let's fucking go.
and I'm like, yes, I did it again.
Bob did it
Come
again.
on, come on, Skiffy.
Well, she has that weird like goblin thing she holds with the weird ears, the Cabot looking thing. So that could be her Skiffy. Who knows?
Maybe I don't know. The new
Maybe
mechanics.
maybe you'll pick up a gun and just start shooting.
Yay!
That's cool, Bob. I'm looking forward to seeing that game and then figuring out whether or not you wasted money.
Right. I'm like, maybe I should buy it physically just so I can trade it in. That makes it $5 more. So I don't know.
Say that off content that the $5 might be worth the security.
Right. We'll see.
We'll see.
They also announced a Made in Abyss
Mm-hmm.
binary star falling into darkness, which is
A pile of
a
words.
pile of words. It's based on an anime that was running a while ago. They're making an action RPG out of this series, which I find very strange because the series has like a super dark tone to it, even though all the characters look hyper cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they're going to translate this, if it's going to work out at all. They do live in
I don't
kind
think
of...
we have to worry about it because I don't think it's going to get localized because it's Zero Z,
I
which is
mean,
like their AO.
but if you go hard, then an M-raid game would be that. Like, it probably just has a lot of violence.
Maybe I feel like it's really weird when something gets Zero Z. Maybe I'm misremembering.
I'm guessing
things.
these kids probably aren't fucking, so probably won't get
They're not
adult.
fucking.
Probably won't get adult only
Yeah, like it's...
in the
Oh
States.
yeah, this
Like-
is this is that anime where it's got the big hole.
Yeah.
Like they live in a town and then there's just a giant gaping hole inside the middle that they just go down into to explore and shit.
Yeah, they like literally live in a world that would be a like roguelike dungeon world.
Yeah.
Yeah, this announcement, apparently this is being published by Spike Chunsoft.
I think that's right. Yeah. And it got
they-
announced alongside the new season.
Yeah, it says release date 2022, announced for Steam, Switch, and PS4.
Yep.
Okay.
So
No listed developer.
I think this could come here.
I mean, this is an English press
Oh, was
release.
it? Okay.
So on their website, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
okay,
thought
there's
so.
not-
I thought that was like pretty confident it was happening, but
Yeah.
called me into question. I was like, what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
He's like,
He
Bob,
called
these,
you on this.
he-
Ask for receipt.
he's like, Bob, these kids fuck. And Bob's like, uh-oh.
I don't remember that part.
How did I forget this?
Season 2.
They announced Flashback 2.
Don't.
What?
Yeah, like that game from the 90s.
Isn't that game bad? Haven't you and
did we
Dan
talk
gone on
about-
record as saying it's bad?
I really,
Yeah, did
really
we
don't
talk
like
shit
that
about
game.
Flashback like fucking 3 months ago? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that thing that's a bargain bin version of that other thing.
Yeah. It's the publisher making a knockoff of Another World using the same tech and stuff they learned from porting Another World to other stuff. They say it's in production, will launch on consoles and PC in 2022.
Apparently they're working with the original creator, Paul Cuisset.
Yeah, cool, great.
And
what a visionary.
Yeah.
Is this your vision? This is my vision. Plus, I watched, what's the Schwarzenegger
Blade
movie?
Runner.
No,
Not Blade
it's
Runner,
not Blade
sorry.
Runner. It's Demolition Man?
No, it's the one set on Mars.
God damn it.
Oh my
I
god.
always forget the fucking name of this one. Every time.
It's rough.
Oh, well, anyways, it's a knockoff of that and Another World. So it's not great. I still am maybe interested in beating that game on a stream, but them announcing a sequel has made that more likely, so I'm not happy.
I wonder if they're going to do something like if it's going to play like the old game, or if they're going to do something totally new.
Yeah, who knows?
Because developers, Microids, which seems like the main thing they've done is the Siberia series, which is like more of a walk around, and it's almost like a point and click, but you have a 3D character you walk around.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that
like an
actually
adventure
seems-
game series.
Yeah, that seems like a perfect fit for what that game should be.
Yeah, like that could be neat.
Cool.
Dan?
Yeah.
Total Recall?
Yes.
Thank you.
There you go. I haven't seen that. I thought about seeing the remake, though.
Casey, I know you're saying that as a bit.
No, I almost went to a theater and saw that when it was coming
Okay,
out. but
most humans
fucking-
forgot there was a remake. I would put money on that.
I didn't even know there was a remake.
Right?
Oh my
There was,
god.
yeah, it was like 2014.
Yeah, it was probably PG-13, right?
That must
Yeah,
have just
probably.
that must have just fallen through the earth like something
Or, I'm
like
sorry,
liquid falling
2012.
through a sieve.
Yes.
Man. Jesus.
Okay, so enough of that.
Yeah.
We should definitely watch Total Recall and then play that game and try to figure out if there's anything new in there. What else you got, Bob?
EA acquired another small developer of a sports game. So this time they got Metalhead, who made Super Mega Baseball, a game I'd never heard of.
Yeah, I've never heard of those.
Which typically with these I at least hear of them, but no, this just really slipped by. I guess it's a weird, more like it mixes arcade and simulation style baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Could be cool. They seem excited to be working with EA and having a bigger budget to make something bigger. And they said that they even say to just like they might do something other than baseball. So I don't know if they're going to keep doing that or if they're making that a baseball game and something else.
I was going to ask you said this is another sports game, small dev.
Uh-huh.
What was the other one? Do you remember the sport?
I don't remember the sport. I was
Okay.
I could have sworn they just done this.
Was it like a basketball thing like NBA Jam or something? I know somebody's floating around out there making NBA Jam like things.
I don't think so. The article might have mentioned.
You know, guys, if we just always did spoiler casts on what we've been playing this week, we could always have a really short big thing.
Yeah, that is true.
They bought.
I'm looking at
What? Go ahead, Bob.
They bought Codemasters, so not that small.
Yeah, Codemasters is
Codemasters
pretty big.
bigger. And I was conflating it with the guy. There was 2K who bought the golf game,
Yes.
where EA just announced they are working on PGA Tour again and they are working on college football again.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm looking at the Super Mega Baseball thing, and it's higher rent than I expected.
Okay, cool.
I thought it'd be like a sprite baseball thing, but this is like 3D, but with like caricature style characters
Huh.
with big heads and big proportions. But it's like an actual looks like a competent like baseball thing with no licenses, with like career modes and stuff. So this, with a budget, they could probably get something going with this.
Yeah, this looks like something that like could do pretty well if it had money.
Also, it's like it's a franchise because I'm looking at the review from last year's Super Mega Baseball 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've done a few before. So hopefully that's good. I'd like to see more competition in the sports space, because it feels like a lot of times these sports get shoved into this one dev makes this game, and it's either you like it or you don't.
Yeah.
And the last thing I got, Nintendo announced a big new game.
Yes.
Comes out June 11th. It's called Game Builder Garage.
These motherfuckers really be announcing a game barely over a month from its launch.
And they put it on the same day everything else launches on other systems.
Oh my god, it is! God, it's fucking right next to fucking Guilty Gear, Ninja Gaiden,
Ratchet and Clank.
Look, they want to get it.
Ratchet, FF7 Intergrade. Holy fucking shit. Stop picking that day.
They want to get it out before E3 so they don't have to talk about it.
Okay, I agree. They should also do that then.
It seems to be a game where you make games, so it's like got rudimentary programming in it.
Yeah, it's like a Dreams or a Little Big Planet. You connect Kismet-style coding blocks to each other to be like, controls interact with this character. Here's the list of things it does. Now this character in the 3D environment will move in accordance with that. Things like that. It seems really neat. It's funny that now games are being developed with Unreal Engine 4, and Kismet, I believe, is still being used with that. This isn't that dissimilar to how you could make things in Unreal Engine 4, at least at a superficial level. So that's really cool.
I hope you can make music with that.
I would assume, but who knows? Maybe it will just have weirdly bad tools for music.
It'd be great if they just fucking ported the SNES Mario Paint. Fucking music maker.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to need more meows and dog sounds and a boat.
Yeah, like the one person on YouTube who just only did that.
Yep. What a boss. I feel like we're going to spend a long time talking about the Apple versus Epic stuff, so let's go to Feel.
Okie dokie. Konami won't be at A3, but they claim they're deep in development on many projects.
Cool. Good for them. I hope they're right, and I hope they're good.
They showed us Gets Dent, so I have to be not upset right now.
Yeah, we have to. I have to at least believe them because they're probably not making any of these.
I mean, they already signed on for E3 and then backed out at the last minute, so it sounds like they had plans and they fell through. They were in the initial E3
Platinum, you can show us. You'll have a trailer for Revengeance 2 ready, right? Yes, we mean no.
Jesus.
Bouncing off that also, the ESA confirmed today several more companies come to E3, including Sega, Bamco, and just pretty much everyone else, like Gearbox, and anyone who hadn't signed on that aren't just EA and Sony. So yeah, the filler arc of Bad Summer Events is over.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Even fucking Xseed were confirmed in this, like, and Devolver said our E3 plans are complete.
Thank God.
We'll only have to see like 2 instances of Metal Hellsinger, and they'll both be at the PC gaming show.
my favorite show of the year. Day 9, let's go.
Yeah.
Ubisoft and moving on. Go ahead.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot stress with words how much we appreciate E3.
Right.
Like we spent a lot of time talking about it. Still won't be enough. The combination of what last year was combined with E3 dissolving into 3 or 5 unending weeks of hell. I'm glad it's over.
Jeff Keighley's like, no, it's got to be a month.
Yeah, smart. I'm glad everyone got their shit together. I'm glad the entire gaming industry sobered up. Anyways, you can move on, Feel.
Now I'm just thinking of how I've seen people like, oh man, Jeff must feel miffed because all these people left him. It's like, Jeff didn't want to run that.
Yeah.
He has his own show to run at the end of the year. He didn't want to do both.
Ubisoft announces The Division Heartland.
Oh, that sounds wholesome.
It's a free-to-play game that'll be on consoles and stuff. Anything is possible after Tom Clancy's Elite Squadron. Is that what it was called?
Yeah, I think it's Elite Squad.
Like anything. I'm just waiting for the grenade. Where it's like, okay, how is this? How are you going to be a Nazi stormtrooper in this? It's been both Division games, and this one's the Division Heartland. So I'm really fucking scared.
Oh yeah, it's very dangerous. I feel like Bob made a good tweet about this today.
Yes, he did, and Twitter agreed.
In something that I fucking like 4 days before it happens.
No, one
Baldur's
day.
Gate. Oh, one day. Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
that's tomorrow.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's the 6th.
It's just
Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance is coming to all consoles May 7th. It's out by the time you're hearing this. Mobile and PC later this year. It goes up to 4K apparently.
Cool.
yeah, it's $30, which is kind of rough. But
Yeah.
they should have had it like a 2-pack with Dark Alliance 1, 2. Then I'd just be like, yes, now. But I'll probably still pick this up. That's very
Yeah,
cool.
no, this would be-
I don't know anything about this game.
It would be a
Like
great stream.
Diablo.
Imagine Untold Legends, but good.
Yeah. Literally, Untold Legends a bad copy of this game.
It literally
I can't
is.
perceive it. I can't perceive it.
Why do I go where you cannot follow?
Yes.
But yeah, no, very excited. We totally should stream this.
Yeah.
Neat. Sony's getting sued.
I saw this and laughed.
They're being sued. It's a class action lawsuit from consumers, I think, over their refusal to sell digital game codes through third-party retailers like Amazon or Best Buy or Walmart or whatever. So yeah, there's not really much, it just happened, so there's not a whole lot to say at this point.
Yeah, I can explain the notion here is with physical copies, there are multiple different stores that can do multiple different sales, you know. With the digital codes, you can only buy digitally through the PlayStation Store, and because of that, that means you can never get it on sale. It's anti-competitive. So this is what this class action lawsuit's trying to do. I find this very fascinating, and I'm very excited to see what happens.
They used to sell the game codes. It's weird that I guess it was like last year or so they stopped because Nintendo stopped first, then Sony stopped. I'm not sure when Microsoft stopped. I believe they did too.
I was gonna say when Feel said it was
stopped
because,
making games.
When Feel said it was because of that, I wasn't sure if that was the case. I was like, is it because they don't have digital codes available at other places, or is it just because ultimately it's all the PlayStation Store? Because the way I saw it phrased was there's no third-party digital store.
Yeah, so it could be you can't like have a totally different app for it, like Epic Game Store.
Right, you can't have GOG.
Yeah.
Right? You can't have Humble Bundle. Well, you can.
It's specifically over them not allowing third-party retailers to sell codes according to GameIndustry.biz, who could just be wrong.
Nah, they're on top of their shit. I've never known them to just get a story wrong.
Like it's not we want a third-party Sony store.
Okay.
But yeah, I know that was a pain when they switched over to it when I was working retail. Like it was like, oh, suddenly all these codes have become bizarre. It's the shell code and then prints a PSN just money code. It's weird. It was super weird.
God. They should definitely figure that shit out. Hopefully this inspires them.
Hopefully.
Lost Judgment, the sequel to Judgment, that spin-off of the Yakuza franchise, got leaked by the Japanese PSN store. We knew it existed already because they were teasing it with like GIFs of things that are not in Judgment, but now it's just official. They just put the protagonist Yagami opening your front door to kill you.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw a mix of people saying his hands are wrong, and then people saying that you shouldn't have picked that imagery. And then I didn't get it, and then people were like, goatsy. I'm like, God damn it.
The image looks fake.
Yeah, I know.
Looks wrong.
His hands look weird.
His face looks photoshopped into it like it's not right.
Whatever. It's real.
Because he's just not emoting at all. He's just like, I'm here to kill you. I don't have any emotions about it.
KZ.
Yes.
Cover your last thing, then your first thing, and then we'll go into Apple and Epic.
Okay. First up, following up Discord not reaching an agreement with Microsoft to be bought. They instead got some funding from PlayStation. They're partnering up where PlayStation gets a minority stake, and they're going to integrate Discord into the PlayStation Network early next year, which I'm very interested in what that's actually going to mean. Can I go into and drop screenshots into this server from the comfort of my PS5? Because that would be the best.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how this works out. Is it going to be fully integrated, or are they just pulling over some features, or what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Could I use Discord streaming tech to stream video directly from this without the use of a capture card?
Can I easily shitpost an image from my PS5?
That's all I want, is just the ability to, as easily as possible, get videos and pictures off my PS5 without having to plug in a drive or anything like that.
Or tweet it out and then delete the tweet.
Yeah. That's why I don't do it, because I absolutely do not want to do that.
Yeah.
Just imagining you can now post screenshots directly into your servers, and I'm like, thank God, thank you.
All right, so I heard you want some Halo news, Dan.
You heard wrong, but let's go over it. Why not?
Okay, so this came out this morning, where former 343 employee spoke out about Halo Infinite and the development a little bit.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh God.
The video's in like Mandarin, but it already got like translated and everything. Overall feeling of Halo Infinite, I think the finished project will still be great. Story's a big improvement, gameplay is much clearer. The company executives were way too ambitious. They wanted to make Halo Infinite a semi-open world game, so the engine needed to be changed significantly.
Yeah.
They had to make the game and develop the engine at the same time.
Of course.
Due to many engine defects, many workflows were not ideal. They were much more improved. Last year's disastrous demo was because the engine still wasn't done.
Yeah.
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 For a variety of reasons, the game's content compared to the original ideas they had were cut, both single player and multiplayer. This person says things that they had been working on for over the years are probably never going to be in the game.
Jeez.
And they also said that they have been crunching for the past few years.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Especially low-level employees work very hard and are working overtime into the early hours of the morning for the past few years. This dude now works at a certain affinity. And then some people were like, I don't know if we can trust one random source. And then Randall Weems, Jason Schreier said, you assume correctly. I'm already working on a piece on this.
Yeah, no, this checks out. That thing they showed last year, the fact they had Pringles and Monster branding for a game that looked like that they felt confident bringing out, showed that's the product of a death march.
I was losing it.
Yeah.
Because it's Final Fantasy 15. They're forcing this thing to be a semi-open world game with an engine that's not done.
It's also
Are
a
you
BioWare
fucking-
game where it's things we've worked on for years will not be in the game because we shifted gears so much in the last 2 years.
I mean, that's the same with 15. It's fucking, this is insane.
Yeah, this is really sad. I hate how much all of this could be intuited from all of the press and everything around it, where they're like, "No, we're going forward with it. This is happening. Don't fight this. We're gonna ship this game, and you're gonna love it. You're all gonna love it."
I'm gonna love it.
It's insane that this is like they let this happen with Halo.
Yeah, this is how bad they are as shepherds of anything.
Like,
Imagine if this happened to fucking Zelda.
yeah, how do you not tie yourself in a knot this much? I don't get it. Like, you just need to make a shooting game. You don't need
You
to
don't
be.
have to make it open world.
Yeah,
But all
with
of
quests.
Sony's big games are open world games. We need to be their games. We can't have our game be our game.
Oh, please.
looking forward to that open world Perfect Dark.
I'll just hope, since they don't work there anymore, maybe they're missing all the great turnaround stuff that's happening over there.
At least,
least-
that's definitely what they've missed in the last few months, and it'll be enough to ship it by the end of this year.
Okay, cool. I'm glad we're in agreement.
And yeah, Bob,
least
you're right to
Perfect-
look forward to Perfect Dark, the open world game that is definitely open world as a good idea, not open world as a mandate. In one of their leads left.
At least potentially with Perfect Dark, it could just be like, we're tricking them by making Deus Ex, which is sort of open world. I think
Oh, you just
Like-
reminded me about people leaving. That another piece of news happened that is also hilarious.
Oh yeah, that one with
Where several Stadia people have jumped ship to join Jade Raymond's new studio.
Yeah,
Yep.
wasn't his name? Oh yeah. That happened at the same time as one of the VPs of engineering also left. So it looks
Yes.
like things may be shutting down. Who knows?
Yeah, people are trying to escape because they're like, we want to make a video game. That would be nice.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that this is on a death spiral since launch.
I hope Harmonix doesn't explode because they're supposed to be making an exclusive Stadia game.
Yeah. I wish my favorite devs would stop teaming up with the most doomed platforms in the world. I mean, for fuck's sake, Q Games' latest game is exclusive to Stadia.
Yeah, I know. I was listening to
Yeah.
the host of the Min-Max show who was just going, I love Q Games, and no one talked about that game. It's so sad.
Yeah,
It's on the
Like
Stadia.
nobody even knows they made a game.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I hope they're in talks to get that somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be easy if Google Stadia just doesn't exist anymore and they can just throw what they have at some other publisher or whatever.
Unless Google has some insane contracts, like you can't launch it anywhere even after things shut down. Or for at least 2 years. You have a 2-year exclusivity deal with us, even though the thing doesn't exist.
With an empty room.
Yes.
We got some big news, Dan.
Okay.
It's been dominating this week, the Apple versus Epic trial.
That's true.
Based on the whole thing of Apple wants a specific cut on all transactions, and Epic said we do not want to do that. And then they made it so it's like, okay, we'll circumvent them with our microtransactions. Apple removed them. Then the lawsuit happened. Then other people got in on it. And we got some interesting tidbits through things leaking.
Yes, we
through
did.
Documents and other stuff. First one that I think is great is insane emails from Sony and Epic working out crossplay in 2018. I pulled them up here. This involves Gio Corsi when he was still at PlayStation, who responds to Joe in this with, sorry that things are moving so slowly for Epic with the PlayStation cross-platform play. And they said, I don't see how there's any advantage for PlayStation doing cross-platform play. What benefit does this give us? It's basically
That's
what
nuts.
That's basically what he said. My favorite part, though, is what the Epic guy sends him.
Oh, yes.
We love working with PlayStation, and we want this to be win-win. The longer this drags out, it'll be less so. I can't think of a scenario where Epic doesn't get what we want. That possibility went out the door when Fortnite became the biggest game on PlayStation.
Jesus.
Know who you're talking to, cock.
Here is what I propose. Number 1, we give you the data you're asking for, plus the marketing data ask. 2, Epic deeply integrates with Sony's esports API into UE4 as an engine-level feature. We market it and advertise it as a first-class citizen of the engine. Maybe, yes, of the engine.
Jesus.
Maybe E3 announcement, and we support it in Fortnite. Number 3, we announce crossplay in conjunction with Sony. Epic goes out of its way to make Sony look like heroes. You get to pick when, where, and how. 4, Epic brands its E3 presence with PlayStation. We're doing a 100-player celebrity pro-am with a huge after-party budget, so I've seen is huge. It will be the biggest event at E3. Maybe announced with all the celebrities on stage, new partnership. We're willing to explore more items, maybe commit to a game at the launch of your next VR platform. PS Plus, maybe we do something extra special for a month, offer a unique character or something. We extend Sony company-wide Unreal Engine 4 license.
This is the most nuts line of the whole fucking thing. Okay? I don't think I've mentioned this before. But your license to use UE4 expires in May 2019. That license has some of the best terms we've ever offered for UE4. What a fucking
And then ends, let's make this a huge win for us all. Epic's not changing its mind on the issue, so let's just agree on it now.
And now, for this podcast only, the face of the man who sent that email.
Jesus.
This is the man sending you this shit that comes off as psychotic.
Why did he look like aggro?
Oh my god, why did you say that?
That's so nuts.
I saw this and I'm like, I'm so glad this fucking lawsuit happened.
Yeah, no, everyone was acting like, oh, look at all this juicy drama. We're all TMZ. And it's like, this is ruining Tech Linked. I get tired of hearing about this 3 times a week. Please stop acting like this. Then the lawsuit started. And that's when the actual juicy stuff came out. Guys, I got to read a Microsoft-written internal review of The Last of Us Part 2.
I need to see that. I need to see that really bad.
That's insane.
All right, I didn't put it in here, but this is the one that I just think was hilarious. Where there's a document that just straight up says, related to Nintendo, where they do not allow any of their partners in Japan, publishers, or developers work with the Yakuza.
Yeah.
I just like that was a note that was just in these.
I mean,
That's the equivalent of PlayStation being like, hey, none of you other business partners, you can't associate with the mafia.
Right.
Just so we're clear.
It's weird because Japan's laws about the Yakuza are insane, is my understanding. Like, they got sick of it like a decade ago and passed some real fucking strong laws where it's like, if you deliver pizza to what we think is a Yakuza outfit, you're in trouble now.
That's insane.
That's really good.
It was like if Yakuza are using your laundromat, you're in trouble.
Wow.
Okay, so this was insane so far, right? This epic thing.
Yeah. Oh
This
boy,
man-
this next part.
This man being ultimate bully, being like, look, we're gonna what we want. Absolutely hilarious. But then Sony counters with the most insane, I don't even know how to describe it. Dynamic? I've never heard of.
Cross-platform revenue share. I've got the thing here. If the proportion of PSN revenue share divided by PS4 gameplay share for a title is less than, is that 85% or 85 cents?
Yes, 85%.
85% in any given month, the partner will pay Sony a royalty to offset the reduction in revenue.
So
the partner has, God,
it's nuts. So we have an example here. Sony makes an example. This is insane, by the way. Highly confidential. Attorney's eyes only.
God.
They make an example where it says cross-platform revenue, $1 million. PSN revenue, $900,000. That means we got 90% of the money. The gameplay is 95%. Okay, you don't have to pay your penalty. You don't have to give us the quote cross-platform revenue share.
God.
That's month 1. Month 2, however, is different, ladies and gentlemen. It is cross-platform revenue, $1 million. PSN revenue, $600,000. That means we only got 60% of the money. And unfortunately, as we all know, the PS4 gameplay shares 95%. So you're going to have to pay us $52,500.
That's not the most insane thing to me.
That
The
is...
most insane thing to me is the third bullet point under payment.
Okay. Sony has the right to audit partners' books and records related to the cross-platform revenue share in accordance with Section 151.3 of the GDPA. Oh my God.
Remember when all this went down? When they're like, man, Sony finally folded, they learned their place, and it turns out they have this insane fucking form.
They're like, okay, we'll do crossplay. Go pick a Switch, though, because we're going to hit you with it.
Yeah.
It's like, holy shit. You're both psychos.
Yeah, that's insane. I can't believe this. Why?
I don't fucking know.
Because they're crazy.
Yeah, corporations are insane. This email is insane.
Yeah.
This payment structure is insane. Jesus. What else do we got?
Dan, this next part's fucking crazy.
Somebody said it, and I was like, yeah, that checks out. Okay.
Walmart has a fucking cloud gaming service. It's called Project Storm.
Okay.
It leaked out, and I'm like, why did they have it? Why do they have that?
Because they have a lot of money, and man, they sure would like more.
It's Walmart was planning what it describes as an open ecosystem with the ability to stream from the cloud or download and play games locally. The technology behind the service is Liquid Sky, a service Walmart acquired. Liquid Sky was previously powered by IBM's cloud, bare metal servers, and NVIDIA GPUs. Appears to offer a powerful Windows PC for cloud gaming.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Smarter
Fucking
than
Walmart.
Stadia.
Yeah, of course they're smarter than Stadia. They're fucking Walmart. Walmart does things to make fucking money. Google just does shit.
Yeah, Google's. I just imagine, like, the way I imagine Google is like everything below in the bottom 80% of the building is like a slum, and everything in the top 20% is like another dimension filled with people who aren't in touch with reality, and they make all the decisions. So it's like, we'll do a cloud gaming service on Linux, and then they like send the memo down to the slaves. It's like, this is fucking insane. Why would you do it this way? Why?
Why are you like
Why?
So
Well, why Linux? Now people have to work to port things to our platform. They have to do a bunch of work.
Yeah.
no.
Why? For no benefit
Right.
at all.
None. Yeah, no, it's insane.
Yep.
The Walmart thing makes way more sense, which makes sense. They're a company that sells things, so they're pretty practiced in needing to make sense and make money, unlike Google. Anyway.
Yeah. So Microsoft got brought into this because the whole thing was things not being allowed in the App Store. One of them being the xCloud app for Microsoft's cloud gaming service, and they're like, no, you have to have each game be a separate app entirely. So they were testifying about it. Apple tried to justify it, and the judge wasn't really understanding. Where the judge went, I can use Netflix with a native app, and I can see a lot of different movies and TV shows or whatever. Like, I don't see why you had to make it like this.
Yeah, it's like, so how's a video game any different from a fucking movie? And Apple's like,
Yeah, the dude basically just started crumbling.
Yeah,
It's really hard to answer that,
because there is no answer.
right?
Yeah.
It's like if you banned jazz streaming platforms from your fucking phone ecosystem.
Well, jazz is different.
Wait,
You need to upload each jazz song separately, Dan. I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
That and the fact that it was like the dude really didn't want to admit the fact that xCloud was also coming at the same time as Apple Arcade and would directly compete with it. Where it's like, oh, there's an app on here that's directly fighting with us.
Don't want that. We only make, $40 billion on the App Store a year.
It's not enough, man.
Yeah, no.
One of the things that came out of this that was pretty funny is there was actual internal documents from Steve Jobs and other people talking about, once we hit $1 billion on the App Store annually, we should cut our margins down from 30%, because at that point it's successful and we don't need that large of a margin.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's not a good thing to come out.
No, it
Oh,
is.
no.
Hey,
Oh, no.
It's pretty
At first, I would start... At first, when things were weird, where it was like, I don't know, people were connecting to calls that were like children yelling about Fortnite or something during this trial, which I think happened.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. This Epic thing may not work out for them. And then they started getting into the details, and I'm like, I don't know. Apple's looking like a complete fucking stooges right now.
Yeah, they're going to get decked in the fucking teeth, hopefully.
Mhm. Yeah, because the judge doesn't seem too convinced of them.
Mm-hmm.
More things kept leaking. Apparently, like, Naruto's going to be in Fortnite or something.
yeah, finally.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm waiting for when the Bleach anime comes back and we get Ichigo.
Of course.
Yeah, they were also saying Samus was going to be in Fortnite, apparently.
Yeah, apparently on the same document, according to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
yeah.
So Naruto and Samus both announced E3. Very excited.
It is.
I can't handle the image of just people posting Naruto with a gun all day, every day for like 2 weeks.
Yes.
I wonder if it's just Naruto or we're going to get some other characters in there.
I better get fucking Sasuke. What the fuck are you doing?
That'd be weird. They didn't get
That'd
Sasuke.
That'd be pretty cool. There was a document that was just like a title screen that would show Samus, Master Chief, and Kratos.
Nice.
Just because they would get all three of them into Fortnite.
Yeah, and someone was also saying the most profitable character in Fortnite was who were
Travis Scott.
Yes, Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. It made more than like all DC characters combined or some shit.
Yeah, this shit's hilarious.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I mean, that's fair. That man has excellent taste in McDonald's.
He obviously. We need to go to
Sprite?
McDonald's after this.
They didn't dip him in barbecue sauce.
Sprite. Because we have these internal documents, we know the future of things, which they just had a coming soon list of things for Epic Game Store, and it just straight up has Saints Row 5 and Dead Island 2 on it.
That's really funny.
Yes. Especially when you have to wonder how much they paid, because it also, you think about how much the Borderlands 3 deal was, which they did as a bundle, which was like the Handsome Collection, Borderlands 3, and I think it was something small like Civilization, and all of those appeared on the Epic Game Store, and that cost them $144 million.
Oh. I had a second there of like, there was a Saints Row 4? And then I remembered it.
Yeah.
It's like
There was an Agents of Mayhem 2 as well.
No.
what? No, fuck you. There is not an Agents of Mayhem 2. Go fuck yourself.
I was like, I'm not buying this, KZ.
Yeah.
Okay, there's not an Agents of Mayhem 2.
Bob's like, I'm not stupid. Meanwhile, feels like I gotta know.
Yeah, it could have come out and been like some weird downloadable thing that just failed. That happens.
Digital only on the Epic Game Store, yeah. Nobody saw it.
Oh, you're right. Phil, this last one was written by you, so you can take it.
I'm excited to pre-order Dead Island 2 and then switch it over for my PS6 pre-order.
Okay, yes, that, but I was mainly the fucking one below it.
Epic spent a lot of money on those free games and like all their stuff, and they've basically retained no users. And then Jeff Grubb immediately used that to start saying, shame they couldn't be as successful as Game Pass, which gets millions of new subscribers every month when totally didn't pay $1 for 3 years of it.
Right. Yeah. I didn't get it for free with the Rice Krispie treats or anything like that.
No, that's actually something we've made up. No one's actually done that. I heard
funny
that from some other podcast.
It is really funny when we've had people be like, wait, I thought it was a joke. No, that's not a fucking joke. They came,
You hungry?
They came with the nasty frosted Rice Krispie treats.
Ugh.
Yeah, those are gross.
No.
Those are gross.
No.
Those are gross.
No.
I gave them a chance. They're terrible. Ugh.
But yeah, that's it for news.
There's one other thing I'll mention real quick because Sony apparently renewed the trademark for Sunset Overdrive.
Oh yeah,
so I guess that's going to come out on PS4. There's no way they're making a sequel.
I was looking into that, and apparently it was like something having to do with like things Insomniac did with it to get the PC version and some other stuff. So it literally means nothing.
Yeah, like they're not going to make a game that is bad open world combined with bad Ratchet when they're making Spider-Man and Ratchet.
Like the way I heard it described is like it's probably not even getting a port to the PS4. It's like it's not anything to pay attention to.
It'd be funny though. It's like here's this really bad game. Yeah, you could pay for it. I guess
here it is. It's free. It's free.
Yeah, no. If it was just like, yeah, we announced a new PlayStation Plus game. This.
Yeah, it's like here you go. It's like okay, I'll just maybe remember to put it in my library. I will not. Shout out to one time for Christmas I gave it to Feel on PC.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, you had it on like your fucking list.
It'd be funny if that did launch and it had to be another game that has Microsoft Game Studio at the beginning, published by Sony.
Yes, that's the trade. They gave them MLB The Show.
God, that'd be sad. Like Microsoft gets a better deal than Epic did. We get MLB The Show. You get Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah, I think that's. Yeah, I would say that's pretty much it for gaming news, unless there's that Giant Bomb news. I don't know if we talk about fucking other gaming sites, but that came out.
I think it's important to talk about this, just because.
Yeah, I thought it was. I didn't know if you wanted to.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Because that shit trended for like 3 days.
That shit destroyed me. My day was ruined.
Also me, yes.
Yeah. For people who didn't hear, Giant Bomb, literally everyone left. Drew, Vinny, Brad, they all left. So the only original member of Giant Bomb there is Jeff.
Yeah, because it was announced it was Alex Navarro, Brad Shoemaker, and Vinny Caravel left.
Yep.
Because Drew left like 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Drew left a while ago.
But
those three are leaving simultaneously on Friday. I guess.
Yeah, they just announced that mid podcast. I think they titled that fucking podcast wrong because it just announced Brad's leaving.
Yeah,
that's you listen to it, and the other two are like, I am also leaving on Friday.
Yeah. No, Brad was the third one to announce, so it was very funny that they named the podcast Brad is Leaving.
It's like, because that's the regular on that one.
And that's fucked up because, like, who's left? Ben already left. Abby already left. Who's left? Is it truly just Jeff Gerstmann?
We got Rory.
Rory still works there?
I think he does. I think he does the back end stuff over there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, what's the podcast even going to be next week? Is it Jeff talking?
Will the podcast be next week?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
this might be the end of the Giant Bombcast.
Yeah, it might just be the end of that, which is crazy.
It feels terrible.
Yeah, it also feels extra bad because this last year has been COVID, so we didn't even get proper content from them. Yeah,
the 3-step process of the office is divided in two. They get new hires that and also COVID happens, and it's just a 1, 2, 3 punch right there that just the site shut down. It's terrible. They got that acquisition last year, and the writing was on the wall, but it still feels terrible.
Was the acquisition only last year?
The acquisition from the new company, that was in November.
Oh my!
So many of these media sites are getting bought by these cesspits like Red Ventures, where it's like we make the sites that come up in promoted tweets that you've never clicked on. Where it's like, 5 people who weren't as clever as they thought. The points guy. It's like, what the fuck is that site? You own Giant Bomb now?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
They Jeff put out like a statement about it, and it's really unfortunate where it's just like we have a chance to rethink every facet of the operation. There's they're already looking into talking with creators so they can begin the next chapter and introduce new personalities and talk and explore topics that have never been explored on the site before. And I'm like, oh,
Jeff, you should be thinking of leaving.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't just leave along with them. I don't know.
Like,
It's his baby.
I know. I'm like,
I know, but it got in a car wreck. I'm sorry.
I totally
I wonder
understand.
if he says he leaves, all the other people, the like 3 or 4 remaining hires they have there just are gone. It's like they're out of a job too.
I feel like Red Ventures is going to cling to Giant Bomb no matter what happens, as long as they can, even if they have to crush it down into one of those joke sites.
Yeah, it's real unfortunate that listening to that podcast was hard, especially because the last thing Vinny brings up is just like the last person I want to thank, and he just mentions Ryan Davis,
Yeah.
who unfortunately passed years ago, and it's like real rough,
Yeah.
real rough times over there.
Yeah, no, this devastated me. My day was really ruined by this. Yeah, I don't know. I totally, I'm gonna be honest, I understand Kurtzman's position of staying with it till the end. If he leaves, who knows what happens with all the content? If he doesn't try to keep running it, who knows if that stays available on the internet? What happens?
yeah, no, that's true. There's just a bunch of stuff that just might be gone forever. Ugh.
Yep.
So much stuff they put out. Fucking Brad put it in perspective. Like, we started this, I was 28. Now I'm 42.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, it must be so bad there for these people. Like, they must have just got told, we're turning this place into hell.
It may have been a situation where they're like, hey, we notice your numbers aren't good like Gerstmann's are, so we need you to do this insane workload to justify your continued employment. Or, hey, we decided we wanted to completely change all of the shows, so we're going to need East to figure out something good soon. I don't know. I have no idea what nightmarish thing they could have said that got all 3 of them to quit on the same day. It's
the way they talked about it, like their East studio's been gone.
Yeah, no, the East studio's just gone. It does not exist because, of course, it was in CBS headquarters.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so they haven't had an office since that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
It's real unfortunate because I've been following it for forever, too.
Yeah.
I remember when they introduced me to Persona 4. I watched a couple of those videos and then bought the game based on it.
Wow, that's nuts.
Yeah.
I remember hearing about the Persona endurance run. I'm like, these people are fucking insane.
Yeah, my favorite part is when the power goes out, but they had their PS2 and the fucking recording computer loaded up on like a UPS, so it didn't kill it. And then Jeff gets up to the mic and yells, "Nothing stops the endurance run, motherfucker."
Yeah, Giant Bomb's really incredible for anyone who hasn't experienced them. They've got some really good classic content. I don't know what the future looks like for them, but I have a ton of love for Giant Bomb.
You should watch it before Red Ventures shuts them down and deletes all their content off the internet.
People are already starting, because if you're a premium member, you can download everything on that site.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank God.
I'm a premium member, so
I have zero faith that Red Ventures won't just be like, why would we keep this up ever? Just annihilate it.
Yeah, you can download anything in like the highest quality over there, which is really unfortunate because of the amount of work Jeff put into that, specifically wanting it to also be a wiki for games.
Yeah, it's a super interesting idea.
Yeah, it was a great idea. We need to end this. I can't continue to talk about this.
Yeah, floundering a little bit. All right, so That was news. Dan and Bob, what are you doing this week? What's going on?
Last Friday, we did a Resident Evil 8 stream, unless God struck us down. If that is still the case, and we have not been stricken down by God, next week we will be streaming Castlevania on Friday to celebrate the new season of the Netflix show coming out.
Castlevania, the Netflix as we know it.
Yes, Castlevania, the Netflix season 4 should be out. So we're going to
be so bad also for that. Because it's coming out on a Thursday.
Yeah, I know. We plan ahead for this. So we'll be streaming on Friday. We're currently debating what Castlevania game we'll be streaming. I'm really tempted to do Aria of Sorrow and then go straight into Dawn of Sorrow, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh, that'd be great. I'll show up. Watch you do that fucking plant shit to Dimitri again.
It's good stuff.
Only stupid assholes sprout this.
It's too bad my Sprout can't read.
But aside from that, I don't know. But check out our live streams and look forward to spoiler casts and other stuff. Hey, KZ, what do you got going on?
I will have also done a stream of Resident Evil Village because I did 7, and a lot of people are talking up how good the replay value on this one is, so who knows? Maybe I'll do more than one. I saw there's a trophy for beating it in 3 hours, so I might go deranged.
Resident Evil 8-age.
I'm sorry, yeah, 8-age. Gonna get that done. Check out that Mercenaries mode. Jump in all that. Very, very, very excited. It unlocks in 35 minutes.
Very cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Oh, I better go buy it.
Go buy it.
Hey, Phil, what do you got going on?
I'm gonna do fuck all because once Mass Effect is out, we're going on a death march.
God help you. May God have mercy on your soul.
I might have to make the Mass Effect marathon Discord so other people can invade and keep me sane.
Oh god, sure. It's the only reason I would show up and be like, hey, what's happening? Oh god.
Oh god. Why? Why is that happening?
Why is that happening?
See, that won't actually happen because Mass Effect isn't real stupid until the 3rd game. Like, that's why everybody got mad.
Oh, me going, why is that happening is why is this so boring?
I think his stream will be delightful, just like it was for every other BioWare mistake.
I mean, yeah, he'll save it. He'll bring it out for the jaws of death.
There's no like great nerd celebrity appearances in Mass Effect, are there?
Isn't Seth Green in it?
Seth Green didn't. I mean, that didn't really count per se. He's more of an actual celebrity.
Right.
I mean, it's got to be better than the fucking anime. It doesn't have Vic Mignogna in it.
No, that's true. And then Phil said nothing, and we drifted into silence, ending
Goodbye.
the podcast.
Goodbye.
I'm going over there now.
Goodbye.
Oh, yeah!
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Big Think Dimension. If you would like to support the GB Podcast Network, head on over to patreon.com/GB Podcast so that way you can get exclusive behind the scenes on stuff, other content. There's a lot of content. It's basically non-ending avalanche of content. So head on over there, become a $5 backer or a Podlord today.